Alright, welcome back to an episode here on our WWE 2K19 Universe Mode 9 for Stomach in the Bad Wrestling channel. And we enter episode 106 of our ongoing Universe Mode with Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler making her way down the ramp. She has a tough challenge ahead of her. As tonight in our opening matchup, she is set to take on Sasha Banks as Shayna Baszler makes her way down to the ring. I can only know. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, something's happening. Apparently, something's happening backstage. And it seems as Elias and Bobby Roode are beating the hell out of each other. Okay. Well, Shayna Baszler is still making her way to the ring. I'm being told now that they're being separated. But apparently, Elias and Bobby Roode apparently got into a little scuffle backstage. Not too sure what the hell happened there. However, right now it seems as though Sasha Banks is making her way to the ring for some action against Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler, over the past few weeks, has been ruining potentially great matches between Ronda Rousey and Bayley for the SmackDown Women's title. However, will Sasha Banks be able to cool off Shayna Baszler and get a big win here tonight to open up our show? As there you see Shayna Baszler, former UFC competitor, set to take on the Boss, and the bell has rung. Let's get into it. Both women looking at each other here, and Shayna Baszler immediately out of the gate with a huge power slam. And there you see, just wiping her feet off the ground. No respect by Shayna Baszler. However, Sasha Banks, with an elbow to the face. I don't believe she has much respect for her either. Goes for a roll-up, but the rope break connects by Shayna. As now Sasha, with the strike with the elbow, bounces her off the ropes. Oh, and catches her into a Luthez press. The furious strikes here by Sasha Banks. Banks knows how dangerous of an opponent Shayna Baszler is, so she has to be careful. Whenever she gets some strikes in, she has to definitely make them count, as a huge elbow knocks Shayna down to one knee. And now and again for good measure. And there you see Sasha Banks now showing little respect to Shayna Baszler, getting the crowd behind her. However, right there with a headbutt style maneuver, dropping her chin on the top of her head. However, Shayna Baszler, gets a big reversal by Sasha Banks as Banks turns into a DDT. And now having complete control in the opening moments of this matchup, Shayna Baszler not looking too good here. Stomp to the arm. Brutal stomp to the arm by Sasha, as now Banks with the strikes over and over again. The fierce strikes to Shayna. Shayna Baszler moving out of the way, catching her. Suplex. Pitch perfect connects, slowing down the pace here tonight. Oh, got it. A stiff looking kick there to the face of Sasha. As now Shayna Baszler back on the attacks with the strikes, kicks her as hard as she can in the side of the head. And now the crowd clearly not in favor, as Banks gets thrown, bouncing off the ropes and catching her there. As Shayna now picks up Sasha, punch to the stomach, reverse into a knee to the stomach, to the abdomen. Later on tonight, we're going to be seeing Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor. And wait just a second. Perhaps we will see that matchup in just a little bit. Never mind. The same maneuver that won her the SmackDown Women's title, rolling up Ronda Rousey for a big win. However, doesn't seem to connect with a 3 count. However, a kick right to the side of the head. Jesus. As now the Queen of Spades, looking to prove why she is a queen, as she calls herself. Okay, I'm surprised Charlotte hasn't taken up the mantle and taken up an argument. However, I think obviously from this level of offense, I can see why, as only a 2 count there. And Shayna Baszler now looking down at Sasha. Goes for a punch to the stomach, reversed with a knee strike to the stomach there. And Banks, look at this. Perhaps could have her here. Dead center of the ring, the Banks statement. And perhaps Shayna Baszler. Baszler turning into a roll-up pin. Perhaps 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count there. Oh, and Shayna Baszler immediately with a kick. Now going right after the arms. We've seen her do very dangerous things with those arms. Okay, now definitely wrenching on the arm. Oh god, there you see her boots pressed right against the face of Sasha Banks. And now a kick once again, that time to the face again for good measure. And oh god, no, oh my god! That could have dislocated her elbow, her elbow, maybe her shoulder. And it looks like Shayna Baszler does not give a damn. Kicks her in the stomach, and Banks, oh no, Banks gets dropped down here. And Shayna Baszler looking to tap out Sasha Banks once again here tonight. Looking to end this matchup. Sasha Banks holding on for dear life. Hold on just a little bit longer as soon as you can get out of this. As now Banks holding on. Will she get out of this? The crowd behind her fighting back. The elbows to the stomach and then into the face. And Shayna Baszler gets off of her. And Banks now stares at her here, grabbing her. And Shayna Baszler doesn't care, pushes her off. And then, oh, into a brutal elbow strike by Shayna Baszler. As Banks now gets thrown across the ring. Later on tonight, we will see Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor. The match we should have seen a little while ago is now a roll-up pin. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count there. The match we should have seen last week. The rematch, however, that match could not take place due to a brawl backstage between Aleister Black and Finn Balor. But now tonight, I'm told Aleister Black has been removed from the building, as Shayna Baszler is about to probably remove Sasha Banks of her career, slams her down again. And Banks getting up now. Shayna Baszler looking to finish her off here, kicks her in the stomach. Middle of the ring now. Connects there, looking to tap her out here. Will she be able to? Shayna Baszler's got the hold locked in deep. And Banks holding on. Banks, you need to somehow get out of this. Will she be able to? I'm not too sure, but Shayna Baszler has the hold locked in tight. And it looks like Sasha Banks somehow getting out of it. And Banks once again looking at her here. And now, oh, immediately, Banks statement connecting, but a rope break saves Shayna Baszler. We are now two apiece with the submission holds. 1, 2, and oh, Shayna Baszler just barely getting the shoulder up. This match seems to be heating up here. One of these two women have to win this fight. As now Sasha Banks trying to fight for her life. Shayna Baszler trying to fight to prove a point. However, there you see Sasha Banks looking real good here tonight. And this matchup, clothesline connects. And then again. And now the comeback sequence finishing off there with a kick right to the face. And the crowd in full support of Sasha Banks here. Baszler gets up. Oh no. Oh, gets a knee to the face. And Shayna Baszler with an elbow now. And now with the strikes. The fierce strikes now turns into a back suplex there. Picking Sasha Banks right back up to her feet. Grabbing her, another suplex seemingly. Connects there on the crowd, who are seemingly standing in support of Sasha Banks, booing the actions of Shayna Baszler. As there you see Sasha Banks, cocky, arrogant, but can definitely back up everything she says. And there you see choking. Okay, perhaps backing up everything she says with dirty tactics like that. Shayna Baszler doesn't give a damn about any of these people. Sasha Banks now knows she doesn't give a damn about her. Slams her down again. And now Banks looking out towards the crowd, slams her down again. And Shayna Baszler just has full control here of Sasha. However, goes for a punch. Sasha Banks, perhaps her last gasp, goes for a roll-up pin, but a rope break nonetheless again. And Sasha, with the elbow, kicks her in the stomach. And now, just clotheslines her into the corner. And Sasha Banks now gets, I'm not too sure exactly what's happening here. Once again, going after the arms. Shayna Baszler, oh no. Stomping her again. There you see Sasha Banks in so much pain. As Shayna waiting for her to get up here. Third time, perhaps the charm connects there. Once again, Baszler has the hole locked in. The Queen of Spades might just beat the boss here. And she does. Shayna Baszler getting Sasha Banks. Such a resilient competitor. However, tonight, her resilience was not enough as Shayna Baszler defeats Sasha Banks here tonight. Shayna Baszler, you have to admit, knows that that Sasha Banks put up one hell of a fight. However, in the end, the clutch by Shayna Baszler, it took 3 of them, but in the end, that third one was the charm. As now the Queen of Spades leaves here tonight, the winner of our opening contest. However, off of that opening matchup, it appears Shawn Michaels, general manager, has something to say. For the past few weeks, Shayna Baszler has decided to attack and ruin potentially great matches between Bayley and Ronda Rousey. At Survivor Series, she attacked both of them, leading to a sour ending for what could have been a show-stealing title match. Then, last week, Shayna attacked them once again to cut off that match as well. So, after watching that great match between Shayna and Banks, I've decided to give her what she wants. I'm sick of seeing these women's title matches end in either a countout or disqualification. We will finally have a match that guarantees a definitive ending. At Fastlane, it will be Ronda Rousey versus Bayley versus Shayna Baszler for the SmackDown Women's title. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems as though it's going to be Shayna Baszler versus Ronda Rousey versus Bayley for the SmackDown Women's title at Fastlane. It should be a fairly interesting matchup, if I do say so myself. Perhaps we'll actually see a match that has a definitive ending. I don't know. Maybe something weird's gonna happen and we don't see one. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, but however, in a triple threat match, of course, no disqualifications, no countouts. The only way to win, pinfall or submission inside the ring. And that is what I believe either of these two men that are about to fight in that ring are planning to do. Either pin or tap out their opponents. Samoa Joe gonna be facing off against Finn Balor. Samoa Joe, he's already gotten a win on Finn Balor before. Okay, a few weeks ago, Samoa Joe beat Balor. He pinned Finn Balor, leading to Finn Balor feeling not so confident in himself and his abilities. So heading into the World Heavyweight title matches, there you see the title wrapped around his waist, looking quite good around his waist if I do say so myself. Finn Balor, he had to call upon some backup. Some backup from Japan that he has known for a long time. Finn Balor, a World Heavyweight Champion, he had to call upon the club. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. And with their support, he was able to defeat Aleister Black and gain that championship wrapped around his waist. The World Heavyweight title. And it seems as though Gallows and Anderson making their way down the ramp alongside Finn Balor. Perhaps looking to support him once again in this matchup, this main event match against Samoa Joe. Only time will tell what happens. And quite frankly, I'm sick of waiting. Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe was meant to happen last week. And it looks like it's happening tonight. The belt you see shining. Shining, just like his abs underneath that title belt. Shining. It's glorious abs. Although, don't let Bobby Roode hear that statement. As, there you go, here tonight. Bell has rung. It is Finn Balor, it is Samoa Joe, and Finn Balor right out of the gate. The kicks, the strikes, immediately to Samoa Joe. The crowd chanting, Finn, Finn, Finn. Or at least half of them anyways. Half of them in support, half like this new Balor. The idea of Finn Balor ever more dangerous. However, elbow drop off that top turnbuckle. However, I feel like the other half just wants to see Samoa Joe get their ass, or get his ass kicked. I think that's honestly more of what it is. As Balor picking up, and slamming him again into the steel steps. Look at this again and just again, throwing him to the steps. As Finn, having the opening of this matchup to himself. One. No, only a 1 count there, and Samoa Joe kicks out. Finn Balor kicks him. Oh, no, misses. As now, oh, look at this, dropping him. Oh, my God, the strength. Samoa Joe, he's gone toe-to-toe with Brock Lesnar. Finn Balor has done the same, however, Finn Balor won. And I can guarantee you that statement, that fact, holds over Samoa Joe into every waking moment. Okay, knowing that Finn Balor, the new World Heavyweight Champion, pinned Brock Lesnar, while Samoa Joe could not. It's got to be eating him alive as now a rope break connects. The referee catching it. The rope break by Samoa Joe reaching out. I don't know if he needed it, but he sure as hell used it. As Joe gets thrown into the corner now. Face first by the champion, Finn Balor. As Gallows and Anderson eerily stalking Joe around the ring. There's now a punch to the face. And oh, Samoa Joe, there you see. Okay, even though he hasn't had much offense in this matchup, he has definitely, just everything he's hit has been hard hitting. Oh, and it connects there, the German. And now, oh, I think he was going for a cover there. I believe Finn Balor might have just rolled out of it. As now Joe wrenching on the back of the champion. And now he's got the hold locked in. Will he tap out Finn Balor here? No, he's let go. The punishment by Samoa Joe. He's not done yet as now the kicks to the face. To the bridge of the nose of Balor. As Balor now, gets a headbutt. Picks him up. Punch to the face now. Grabbing him here, and Samoa Joe, oh, look at Joe. Picks him up. Slams him down there, connecting. Samoa Joe with the Muscle Buster. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count there. That could have been it. The Muscle Buster connecting. But it does not pay off. And it's going to take a lot more than that to defeat our new World Heavyweight Champion. As Balor, gets kicked right in the face. Finn Balor gets another punch there. And now Balor, our World Heavyweight Champion, picks him up, slams him down. And now, going up top, typically following that move, comes the coup de grace. Will he be able to hit it here? Launching. Oh no, misses. Missed it there. Samoa Joe. Look at this, the fierce competitor with the strikes. Running at him in the corners. There you see Samoa Joe. Cheering himself on, even if no one else will cheer him. Punch to the face, turns him around. Coquina clutch. Drops down, he's got him. Will Samoa Joe be able to defeat Finn Balor here? He's got the hold locked in tight. Finn Balor is going to have to survive this somehow. Because in a few weeks' time, he does have a match against Aleister Black for the World Heavyweight title. As now Balor, he gets out of it. It seems, there he does, and now rolls him up. 1, 2, no, and a kick out there, and Finn Balor does not get the roll-up victory. As Balor kicks him in the stomach. Finn Balor, the leader of the Balor Club, as it seems Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson have been calling themselves. As there you see Finn Balor just taunting Samoa Joe. Not something I think a sane man would ever do. As now, off of it with the elbows, the strikes, and then the Sling Blade. Vintage Finn Balor action. As Balor throws him in the corner. And now, look at that! The strength by Samoa Joe slamming down his opponent. And now goes for a punch, reversed by Finn. Finn with an elbow, reversed by Joe. The punch, and now the jabs connecting. And now goes for the overhand punches to the back. As now Samoa Joe, pushes him into the corner. And now looking right down, Luke Gallows, slams down. Getting caught up in the ropes, and there you see Samoa Joe staring down at Gallows. As Finn gets picked up here by Joe. Joe, reversed. As now Finn Balor, 1916 connects! The 1916 goes up top here. Gallows and Anderson in full support. Off the top, no! Oh, man. Knees to the stomach of Finn Balor. Now the combination of the punches and slap to the face. However, reversed, and Finn Balor fighting back here with the elbows against the big man. Samoa Joe gets bounced off the ropes. However, gets a kick to the stomach for good measure. As Samoa Joe, oh look at this, slams him down. Samoa Joe has full control here, throwing him to the opposite corner of Gallows and Anderson. As now Joe, look at this, staring at Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows as now connecting there on the World Heavyweight Champion, Samoa Joe. They cover. 1, 2, 3, and Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe with a huge win over our World Heavyweight Champion. Off of a huge muscle buster. There you see early on, misses the coup de grace. And then there you see, this is when I thought it was actually over. But Finn Balor somehow got out of it, goes for the cover. Samoa Joe defeating our World Heavyweight Champion. There you see 1916, but then he got a little too cocky. He went up to the top. I can't tell if he went for perhaps he was going for a coup de grace, perhaps he was going for a splash. I'm not too sure. However, Samoa Joe defeats our World Heavyweight Champion, and I can guarantee you Aleister Black is watching somewhere at home. Aleister Black very pissed off at Finn Balor. As there you see Samoa Joe looking out towards the crowd. Your winner, defeating the champion, the leader of the Balor Club, Finn Balor. However, right now, that's going to be the end of this episode here in our WWE 2K19 universe mode. If you guys like to, please let me know by hitting the like button down below. Comment anything you want to, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, but if you have, why not hit the bell to be notified of everything we do here on the Bad Wrestling channel. I'm, of course, Dominic, and have a good day from Bad Wrestling. Bye-bye. Yo.